Thanks for tuning in, friends and family members. Podcast number 92. Big shout out to FloridaKeysInjury.com. If you are involved in an accident, car, moped, or bicycle, contact our boys at 302 Southern Street or at FloridaKeysInjury.com. Accident lawyers in the Keys. A Paradise Restaurant, hard to find, but oh so good to eat at 124 Duval Street. And I want to give a shout out also to Dr. Burrows from Advanced Urgent Care and his staff there, now offering free COVID testing at the Key West, Marathon, and Key Largo locations. Certain restrictions do apply, and I got to give him a big shout out. I went with my son last week, or a couple weeks ago. Very fast, very thorough, got my test results back in a speedy, hefty manner. So big shout out. Can't wait to have him back on the show Friday. Dr. Burrows, thank you so much. And I'll turn it over to you, Louie.
Good afternoon, my people. How's everything going? Denise, I see you back in business. I know you've been taking care of a lot of stuff. You know, that entertainment don't sleep. So it's all love right now. Do me a favor and hit the notifications right over here. Whoop. And if you're watching worldwide on the YouTube channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button right here. Whoop. So it's all love right now. So we're going to get to the meats and potatoes, what's going on. Any questions, comments that you want to come on here on the podcast, please let us know. But we got a lot of stuff to talk about, and we're going to get to it. And we're taking all questions. And like I said, over here on this program, we got a cardinal rule. It's called agree to disagree, but we don't allow any type of disrespect. So please don't come in disrespecting anybody on here or people's opinions, because we're supposed to be one human family. We're going to keep it like that on the program.
It's a platform to get your thoughts out there. We'll do the best we can to get them answered by the experts for you. Any questions you have, send them in. Today's segment is...
Yep, today we're going to talk about the lobster season, where everybody's excited to get it in. So it's all love. It's all love right now. So we live on the podcast right over here. So it's about to be on and popping. So before we get started, let me see who we got on here, because I see there's some people coming in.
Yeah.
Some people coming in already. Hit the notifications right over here, and hit the subscribe button on YouTube. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is, as we know, we got the lobster mini season kicking off this week, Wednesday and Thursday.
Yes.
So I got to tell y'all, I'm looking forward for people to come down here, and we're gonna make sure we take care of these people, and we're gonna treat people right, because, like I said, if you don't give people great customer service, they just won't come back. You see what I'm saying? So we need to take care of people as they come down to the Florida Keys. So the first thing I want to talk about is that a lot of the ramps have been shut down. So a lot of the ramps throughout the Keys have been shut down. And I think that's going to be an issue, because people are going to want to launch their boats, and there's going to be a lot of people coming down. And no matter what you do, people are going to come down here with their boats. As long as US 1 is open, people are going to come down. And to me, Denise, that's sending a message of people not to come down here if you're going to start shutting down stuff. We already had, past where we basically are shutting down restaurant and bars at 11 o'clock. So I don't know what else we could do other than try to, coexist with the COVID, because it's everywhere like this. In the nation, people are living with the COVID. What do you think?
I think it would be good if any of our hotel friends, any of our restaurant bar friends could get their feedback out here. I'm sure that the hotels are excited to have, the people driving down. All the restaurants with the cook your own catches are looking forward to this. I mean, this is a national holiday here in the Keys. So any hotels that can share, like, what's occupancy looking like? Has it increased? Is there a drop? And what are reservations looking like at the hotels? We don't have bars open. I know personally, being in the entertainment scene, that's been, just absolutely crushing. I mean, it's been, there's no work right now. There's there's not a whole lot out there, but it'd be nice to have some feedback from the hotels. What's occupancy looking like?
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it blood raw on the podcast. Unfortunately, at this point, I'm calling for the removal of Terry Johnson and Heather Carruthers. I think that these women, like I said, are very good people. They're very nice people, but they're not for what I believe in, and that's why I exercised my vote or die in 2020 to make sure that my voice is heard. And I think that you cannot lead a city and be intimidated or run scared leadership, because it kind of rubs off. It's like if you're trying to win a championship with the New York Yankees and you have players that are just timid of the opposing team, we're just not going to win the World Series. And I think we're running on a leadership that is absolutely running scared. And we talked about this off camera. In Key West, you have the luxury to shut down a road. I don't know where else in the nation you could shut a road down. So if this road wasn't being able to be shut down, there wouldn't be a talk about this other than living with the COVID-19. So this is a luxury. And what's happened is the governor has said that he is not going to shut down the road, because if Miami asked him to shut the road down when we had a hurricane coming through the Keys, because of the influx of thousands of people already adding to what they got, the hot spot in Miami, it couldn't be done. So it has to work both ways. So what's your opinion?
I mean, personally, I live in the county. Some transparency would be great. I mean, eventually we need to get back to a situation where the money is coming in financially. I think that leadership could be more transparent. I think there needs to be a better plan. I think that we need to enlist the experts. I think we need to look at, how did Denver make a recovery? How did Salt Lake make a recovery? Durham, North Carolina, there's several cities that are thriving during this pandemic. Not thriving, but back up to speed, back up to pace, getting there. And I think that we need to figure out the way. And the only way that's going to happen is through some stand-up leadership. And
I agree with you. And, we just have to learn how to balance with having the COVID worldwide, nationwide. There are good things coming up, and we have to, stay positive. Yes, as far absolutely. As cases. We had, I believe, 19 cases today, and the other day we had a small amount of cases, which is a good sign. So we just have to figure out how to work together, because what happens is if we don't coexist, then basically it's just not going to work out where the economy could survive. Because right now we don't make any money off restaurants shut down at 11 o'clock or at 50%. And you still have the option to stay home. I mean, nobody's changed that option. And we have to figure out how we work, how we balance everything out. And like you said, the nation has balanced things out. Why can't we?
We need to, the Smithsonian is open in DC, the National Mall. I mean, cities are finding a way to, bring finances in, and a tourism-driven place. I mean, this is vacation land. This is the end of the rainbow. People come. Bars are closed. They're not coming to drink right now. But we need to maximize on the money that we can bring in.
Right. I got Richard Guzman checking in. That's a veteran in the game. You want to read that?
He said they shut down the road in North Carolina to the outer islands. Is this something current, or is this something previous? Let us know, Richard.
Yes, let us know about that, Mr. Richard. I don't care what they say about you. I'll write in my book. So what happened is Heather Carruthers wishes that she has expressed to the governor. The governor has said he's not going to shut down that road. Also, the bridges are owned by the state, and that's why you haven't seen those bridges shut down. So I'll be honest with you, and I know some of y'all would like to see this happen. If it was up to the local government, they'll shut US 1 down. I'm not in agreement of shutting it down. I am keeping an eye on hospitalizations, making sure everything is favorable to us. And if it's a major issue, then I'll be the first one to tell them that we got a big problem. Right now, I think we're still doing very well. And there are been some good news with Dr. Burroughs Advanced Urgent Care, Key West Marathon, and Key Largo. Yay!
Yes, Dr. Burroughs.
Yes, ivermectin saved a man's life. He's the first doctor to prescribe this in the Keys. I asked other doctors to follow suit, because we need to get out of this stuff of just standing still and accept the fact that you got to be shut down 12, 14 days and go home. We got to figure out how to deal with it. Other places are handling this, where they had some good experiments with different people prescribing different medicines that are actually helping people. Right. So I was very happy to see that. Lobster roll call right now. If you coming in from anywhere in the world, let me know where y'all coming in from. Any shout outs you want to give, this will be the time, because I want to know where my people coming in. Are you coming in from Miami? Is it Kentucky, Pittsburgh? Are you coming in from Hollywood? And I'll be honest with you, I hope all my people in the MIA 305, Broward County, Palm Beaches, I hope we get a handle on that, because that's just, a hop and skip there. What did Richard say there?
Richard checking back in. Don't know if they opened back up, but the only road in and out was closed.
Okay. Thank you, Richard, for that comment. Also, like we talked about earlier, the restaurants and bars are now shut at 11 o'clock. So you don't get caught off guard. The Department of Business and Professional Regulations is currently in meetings talking about how to open bars up again. So
is this for the couple days for mini lobster season that the curfew is?
That's a great question. Actually, your county mayor, Heather Carruthers, shut you down for a month. Now, do you know why we shut down for a month? Because I thought last time I checked, the lobster mini season was for 2 days. So it's almost a month. I think August 9th, or quite not a month, but it's close to a month. I mean, why is that?
That's a good question.
So let me ask y'all a question. Is there any reason to shut down restaurant and bars for a month when we're trying to curtail people from coming down here, and they're coming down here for just a couple of days, and we shut it down for a month? My opinion is that this is just not going to do well, and we're going in a direction that's anti-tourism, and we live and die by tourism down here. We have to live somewhere in the middle with this COVID, but I just don't see it going in a positive direction. I see more restrictions coming down, and I think the only thing we could do, Denise, is, I hate to say it like this, vote or die in 2020. You got to remove. You have to remove. You have to remove these people from office, because they're just not getting the job done for me. I mean, what's your opinion?
I mean, I require more research, and I think that I've been upfront with this. Right now, there's no sense of direction.
Right.
And I mean, it's walking a fine line. This is new for everyone, but like Richard Guzman just commented, we have to coexist. The question is how.
Who is Michael Knowles on the production today? Michael, what I'm going to need you to do, because on my screen, for some reason, I'm not seeing the people that are coming in. So if you could look on the screen there, on the main screen, and let me know who's checking in there. Give me some names, because I want to give some shout outs. Let me see what we got over here. Yep, we're having the same problem. Same problem, all screens. I don't know why that is, but it's just not going in. You want to come out real quick and look at on the other side and give some shout outs?
Let's do it. I'd like to give my shoes.
That's how we do it on the live. We moving. We moving on the live. So go ahead, Denise.
Right.
What we got in there?
I got Courtney Abbott checking in. Thanks so much. We got John Takovich checking in. Jeremy Hyatt checking in. Tammy Heckle checking in. We got Linda checking in. Danny Para watching. Michael Knowles, thank you so much. Doris Robert Arnold is watching. Come on, guys, get those questions in for you, concerns, anything you got for us. It is mini lobster season. We got Ron Bailey checking in, Ken Hart checking in, Jennifer Estevez checking in, Mikey Story, thanks so much. Karen
Mikey
Ryan,
Story,
yes.
That's a character right there.
Sean Mack checking in. We got Winsome F. Daly watching. Thank you.
Oh, love
Nikki Rogers. Christina Wims Hicks
thank you all
watching.
for all love there. All love right
Got
there.
Mark Watson, Billy Roberts.
Billy's got a statement there?
Yeah.
What do you say?
It said they said in the meeting that the shutdown would cover beginning of regular season. Also, so sorry, I can't read this whole one. Can you, Louie?
It says they said in the meeting that the shutdown will cover the beginning of regular season also. That's the end.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah. Anybody else checking in, or you got everybody covered?
I think I got it. I'm sorry if I didn't.
Okay, so come on in. We're gonna give you a shout out, Denise. I'm gonna slide over to the right because I want you to work the comments today. This live on the program. This is how we do it. We keep rocking and rolling out here.
Right, that's
rocking
right.
and rolling. See, we switch it up. This is how we do it.
Here we go.
Michael knows how we looking on the screen there. Everything love, all love right now. Who got to go over Denise? Okay, you good right there? All good right there? Okay, keep eye on that, Mike. So listen, so the next commission meeting is coming up here in the beginning of August. So what I suggest is every business, anybody who has an interest in tourism, I think y'all need to show up. You know, they had 800 some people on the Zoom meeting.
Wow.
Yeah, come in the other day. And a lot of people were from out of town. And the good thing is they wanted to ask exactly where, where they could go. They want to comply with our rules and regulations. But the thing I was perturbed about is it wasn't any encouragement for them people to come down. Like, thank you for your business. It's, we love to have you come down. Just follow rules and regulations. It was kind of a tone is not to come down. And I don't think that's the right approach. So I want to go into your situation because you travel a lot. Can you tell me what people are doing, and when you go to different places, what kind of treatment have you been getting?
So I'm actually scheduled tomorrow to stay at a property in Miami for a night with my son for his 10th birthday. But I was very impressed at the proactive measures that the hotel took. They sent me an email just today reminding me of my upcoming stay. With a list of precautions that they would like for us to take on property, as well as the precautions that they're taking towards our safety in that hotel setting.
So how did that make you feel that?
I felt reassured about.
Did you feel welcome?
I not only felt welcomed, I felt good about,
going on the trip,
spending my money there. Yes, okay. Absolutely.
So this is what I'm talking about. And like I said, this is nothing to, be a negative black eye on anybody. But listen, guys, if we don't get this squared away and y'all don't vote some of these people out of office, the direction that we're heading is not a positive one. I promise you it's going to trickle down to everybody. So you got some people coming in.
So we got Tammy Heckle checking in. Her comment is, call me ignorant, but why do the businesses need to stay open past 11? And if you don't mind, are you sure?
Yeah, then you could go ahead.
Okay.
So first of all, we don't make any money as it is staying open to past 11 o'clock because we're at 50% capacity. Okay, when you have food costs, it's very expensive to stay open. So what we're doing is staying open for the benefit of employees and try to keep the economy going. Okay, so it's not about the time because we talked about this before. The COVID don't turn off at 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock. There's no turn off for COVID, right? It's the message that we're sending across, right? It's like I keep saying this in Miami Beach, they don't welcome people to come down there. They don't like spring breakers coming down there. So they go ahead and put, when they, in March, they put a certain time where they have to close the bars at 2 o'clock. They don't like the Memorial Day weekend with the hip hop crowd coming down there. So they make it tough. So this is the message that we're sending. So don't punish the people that are doing exactly what needs to be done, doing the proper spacing, distancing, doing everything that you say above and beyond, going 4 steps. Why are you punishing those people? And if you don't want to go out, you still have the freedom to stay home. So what exactly is the problem?
And Doris, this pertains to you too. A business that stays open later opens in the morning later. But I think right now we also need to look at maximizing the money that is coming in. If a restaurant, because we don't have any bars open right now, if a restaurant is limited to the time that they are allowed to stay open, that is dollars. That's dollars towards the operating supplies. That's dollars towards the payroll, the food costs. Restaurants essentially only at 100% occupancy can walk away with 25% profit. And we're at 50% occupancy right now at a time when we should be offering cook your own catches, when we should be accommodating the hotel reservations and the tourists that are already flowing their money into the island. That's my point of view.
Yeah,
that's from a restaurant.
There's no questions that's
standpoint.
That's
to survive.
They
should be allowed to stay open to survive.
That's my point. And like I said, you still could stay home. You don't have to go as a local to a restaurant. You don't have to go anywhere that you don't want to go to. Nobody puts a gun in your head and say you have to go anywhere. But I'll be honest with you, this is coming from the leadership that's very scared and timid, and it's a reaction of a temper tantrum because the governor is not buying in. So what we're doing is making it miserable for people to come down here. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. These people are not gonna be treated like this, coming down here spending thousands of dollars, and then when everything's get back to normal, you're going to see a lot of them are not going to come back if we continue to treat these people this way.
I'd love to know what our hotel people are thinking right now and what that is looking like.
Okay, anything else we got on there?
We got Tammy commenting, but at 50% occupancy, are you saying more people will come after 11? No, I'm not saying more people will come after 11. I'm simply stating that businesses should make their own determination to maximize dollars that are coming in to keep their doors open. That's what I'm saying.
What it is, and Ms. Tammy, I'm gonna give it to you blood raw. So what's happening is some people have an issue with people that drink alcohol, right? So this disrespect that the service industry is receiving about, oh, these people, are not going to be in their right state of mind at a certain time. Who are you to determine what state of mind a person is and to govern a person's actions? Okay, let people decide what they want to do. Let businesses regulate. We regulate that anyway on a regular situation. So this is a power trip to try to make it more difficult for businesses to stay in business. We already have over 100 some businesses that went out, and another 100 are going to go out if we continue this way. So no, people don't eat. A lot of people don't eat at 11 o'clock. But for example, a place like, let's pick one, the Sandbar. A lot of people don't get off to late, and that's one of the few places
Jack
that you
Flats,
go.
yeah.
Jack Flats or whatever. These are top operators on the island. So if they want to go in there and eat some pretzel bread or some meatloaf and have a couple Bud Lights, who are we to tell people what to do? If you don't want to mingle with people, I hate to bleed blood raw, stay your ass home.
And from a restaurant background standpoint, I'm not in favor of people's inhibitions being lowered by alcohol. However, as someone who looks at numbers, I am in favor of that profit margin. I mean, liquor, booze, that's your biggest profit margin right there.
No question. And the point is that we have to work and be in the middle somewhere with this COVID-19. We're all the way on the right side, and we're completely out of tune with what's going on nationwide. Because everywhere else, even New York is a hot spot, right? You still could have gone to New York. You might not be able to visit different places, but you still could go in New York. So we have this thing where we have US 1. That's a blessing, but let's not take advantage of what we got going on and say, well, we could shut the key. So I know we're special, but nobody else could shut down. So we just have to deal with the COVID cases. As long as we keep these hospitalizations down, that's the main thing I look at. And cases have gone down. Today was a low case amount. Nobody wants to report on the positive.
Right. And I think you said it right there, the positive. That's what Key West does. We create that positive, loving experience that give people a reason to want to come back. And we're deterring that right now.
Absolutely.
We're deterring that right now. And you remember your last experience. I don't want to have to wonder, what can I do when I get there? And that email from that hotel today, I mean, that set my fears at ease. That was good to know. They're taking precautions, and I'm going to take the precautions that I need to keep my family safe during this time.
Absolutely. And anybody coming in on the lobster season, please go ahead and come in on the podcast. Hit the notifications right over here. Whoop! And make sure you go to the YouTube channel, Louie C. Rock, and subscribe right over. Whoop! All love right now. So Denise, what I want to do is give me an entertainment update
Yes,
worldwide.
all
What's
right.
going on?
Bring in some love. Bring in some love.
And after that, I want you to go on the other side and
You
let
got
me know
it.
in case we
Just
miss
checking
anything.
in.
Make sure everything's good. So what we got for entertainment?
All right, so I want to give a shout out. Check out Experimento. They have a new single every day, or you can check out their new visual EP on Sugar Shack Sessions. We have the Reese brothers. They were just here. Love them so much. Happy birthday, Charlie. Debuting their new single, No More Lonely Nights. You can check it out on all streaming platforms. And I believe they'll be releasing the full album September 18th. And that leads to Noah. We got to give their boy Noah a shout out. He just dropped his new EP, Psalm Trees, out on all major platforms. I'm loving the Here in My Head, and I just thought my favorite, and the boys Audic Empire, they've got Head Change out. That's their new album. And just a reminder, all our music and entertainer friends, please post your upcoming events on Where's the Party Key West. If you've got any upcoming gigs, any music, anything out there, feel free, put it on Where's the Party Key West. This weekend, Friday and Saturday at the Marker, 2 to 5. Friday is Shastina. And Saturday,
got the entertainment fired back up?
Yeah, and we got Brian Hooker Saturday at the Marker, 2 to 5. So
and I think that's great that the Where's the Party Key West on Facebook.
Yes,
all
please.
the musicians could post your stuff out there, but most important, all the thousands of musicians, keys, you're not gonna have a job down here if all of y'all one by one don't vote these people out of office. So Denise, go ahead and go on the other side.
Yes.
And see if we got anybody coming in here because we can't see it for some reason today.
We got Courtney Abbott checking in. We got John Takovich checking in. Jeremy Hyatt. Let's see. Danny checking in. Doris checking in. Ron Bailey. Ken Hart. Jennifer Estevez. Let's see. Do we have any upcoming questions? Anything coming in? Craig Allen.
Craig, what's going on, boss?
Johnny checking in. Tammy, thanks so much for your questions. Doris checking in. Stephanie Russett checking in. Carlos Gonzalez is watching. Joe Mastermind, thanks for checking in.
Okay, all love. Thank you, service industry people. Denise, come on over here with me again so we can wrap up. So also, I've seen some things today about people that are in the service industry or have a particular job that their solution is to switch jobs. How do you feel about telling somebody who's a musician or has a profession that they absolutely adore that because of the COVID-19 and the tourism is down, what you need to do is go find a different job? How you feel about that coming from that space?
It's painful right now. It's scary for everyone. You have work is hard to come by right now down here as well.
Right.
You know, I don't know of anywhere hiring. Right.
So to me, that is not appropriate action to tell somebody because. Let's say you love teaching children, and somehow they had to shut down the schools, and they tell you, okay, well you can go do landscaping. How would that make a teacher feel? So why would you take that approach to somebody who wakes up and loves what they do, tell them to find another job? No, we don't need to find no other goddamn job. What we need to do is work with people so like that we can balance until we get through this pandemic. That's basically where I'm at. And also, the last thing I want to talk about is this COVID police task force. Some of y'all still are part of the problem and not the solution. And you continue to have no business being outside of your homes, and then you want to go different places, Duval Street especially, and try to add negativity to social media. What y'all need to do is do something better, creative with your time. Maybe if you work on it hard enough, maybe you could figure out a vaccine instead of this negative energy that we already have a lot of negativity. I suggest y'all stop doing that because what happens is, as you see nationwide, a lot of people are trying to get in other people's business, and some people have died because of it, because they picked the wrong person to play with, and it's just not what we're doing. So please don't do that. Find a different way to spend your time. Don't be COVID police. Every time I see one of y'all, I know some of y'all also that I see on the social media, I feel like commenting COVID police, but I just don't do it. So you know who you are. Just don't do it. It just doesn't make any sense. Any closing words before we get out of here, Denise?
So we have tomorrow.
Yes. Ooh,
tomorrow's going to be really good.
Tomorrow we're going to get to the beets and potatoes and the I's and T's. Coming in with Jimmy Young, code enforcement.
Yes.
He's going to let you know what it feels like to be code enforcement out on these streets. So it's going to be serious. And Wednesday we got Fred Bushy coming in from the Ricks Entertainment Complex. Shout out to Mark Rossi. I'm endorsing that man 1,000,000%. So all love right now. And anybody that got anything they want to discuss with me, you guys know I'm available. You could inbox me, message me, but make sure you please subscribe to our YouTube channel on the Louie C. Rock. Hit the subscribe button right over here. Whoop. And make sure you hit the notification on the Facebook Live here. Whoop. So Denise, go ahead and take them on out with the sponsors. I got your back. All
right. We got FloridaKeysInjury.com, accident lawyers in the Florida Keys. If you were involved in an accident, car, moped, or bike, give our boys a visit at 302 Southern Street or at FloridaKeysInjury.com. We've got Paradise Pizza, hard to find but oh so good to eat, at 124 Duval Street. And big shout out to Advanced Urgent Care with Dr. Burrows and his fabulous team, offering free COVID testing at the Key West, Key Largo Marathon locations. They've extended their hours during this pandemic. Certain restrictions do apply to the free testing. And Dr. Burrows will be here Friday.
Dr. Burrows will make it happen. I mean, a lot of progress.
Us the updates.
And it's Paradise Restaurant, 124 Duval Street.
Yeah.
Finally, after 20 years, got a new place to eat Latin food. Who as Michael knows, Mike, I heard you was full over there when you went over there on your belly. Boy, you slept for 2 days after. How was that food, Mike?
Man, that was good over there, man.
Yeah. You guys got to check it out. Some people get lost. They have to go around 2 and 3 times. But when you find it, you're going to be happy as pie. Louie C. the Mayor, doing it big. We're going to keep working around here. We're going to keep it all positive. Make sure you get those absentee ballots in, voted down in 2020. Denise Lane doing big things. Have fun out there. Be careful. And let's get some of these people out this office who don't belong there. Ha!